5 Awesome Large-Scale Pranks. 1. The day Hollywood became Hollyweed. On New Year's Day 2017, the Hollywood sign, one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, was altered by a prankster to read Hollyweed, in a likely attempt to reflect California's recent vote to legalize recreational marijuana. MTV security footage showed a lone individual dressed in black climbing the mountain at 3 a.m., scaling the sign's ladders, and hanging tarpaulins over the O's to change them to E's. The sign, erected in 1923 as an advertisement for a housing development, originally read Hollywoodland and has been altered several times over the years since. Hollyweed in itself is not an original idea. On New Year's Day 1976, the sign became Hollyweed for the first time. Then, it was the work of Cal State Northridge student Daniel Finegood, who climbed the mountain with $50 worth of curtains. The modification was his project for an art class assignment on working with scale. He earned an A. 2. A prank saluting 9/11's first responders. Pranks at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, have been part of student life since the university opened in 1865 and are meant to demonstrate technical aptitude and cleverness or to commemorate pop culture and historical topics. On September 11, 2006, a life-sized MIT Fire Department truck was placed on the university's Great Dome to commemorate the 5th anniversary of the September 11 attacks. 3. An artist puts on his own exhibition in MoMA for 2 years. In the 1970s, artist Harvey Stromberg deceived New York's Museum of Modern Art with the help of a friend, by putting on an exhibition himself. To prepare his photo sculpture series, he spent weeks in the museum, disguised as a student with a notebook under his arm, peering at art. At the same time, Stromberg measured and photographed the museum itself, light switches, locks, air vents, buzzers, segments of the floor, and bricks in the garden wall. He printed the photos in actual size, covered the backs with adhesive, and added the 300 images of museum equipment to its walls and floors. Some of his work remained up for 2 years, and he eventually had an official opening for his show. 4. A car is left hanging from the Golden Gate Bridge. Every year, engineering students at the University of British Columbia hold E-Week. Part of the E-Week tradition is to hang VW Beetles from buildings and other places around Vancouver. In 2001, UBC students went big and tethered the hull of Red Beetle to the railing of the Golden Gate Bridge. Witnesses told the California Highway Patrol that about a dozen people pulled off the prank in the middle of the night. Bridge workers cut the 2-inch wide nylon webbing and let the car drop into the water during the morning rush hour, where it remains to this day. 5. A car perched on a Cambridge rooftop gathers worldwide attention. In June 1958, the city of Cambridge awoke to see a car perched at the apex of an inaccessible rooftop. Half a century later, prankster and ringleader Peter Davey admitted that he had hatched the plan while staying in rooms at Gonville and Caius College overlooking the Senate House roof. In 2008, Davey revealed a ground party put the car into position while a lifting party on the Senate House roof hoisted it up using an A-shaped crane constructed from scaffolding poles and steel rope. A third group, the Bridge Party, passed a plank across the notorious Senate House leap, an 8-foot gap between the roof and a turret window at Caius, and helped the lifters ferry across lifting gear comprising 3 types of rope, hooks, and pulleys. The Reverend Hugh Montefiore, then the Dean of Caius, knew who was responsible for the stunt and sent a congratulatory case of champagne to the culprits while publicly maintaining he knew nothing. The spectacle made headlines around the world and left police, firefighters, and civil defense units scratching their collective heads as to how they should hoist the vehicle back down. They never were able to, and instead took it apart with blowtorches. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe for more.